Hello and welcome to a new video in which we will actually do a bit of mapping again after some time. A lot of you are probably familiar with Townlands.ie and logainm.ie. Townlands.ie is a product of the Irish OpenStreetMap community. I wasn't involved in the beginning, but that's the great thing about these crowdsourced projects. You can always chip in whenever you feel like and add to it and contribute. So this is what we're going to do today. Maybe you have come across this before, that you searched for a townland, for example Ballin Valley. This is the one in Kilkenny I'm looking for, this one here. And if you compare that to some of the other ones, you'll see that some of them have an Irish name in brackets behind, and it'll say which civil parish, barony and so on they're in. But for the one in Gorin, it doesn't have that information, and if we click on that now, we will see why. The reason is Ballin Valley is not matched up to logainm.ie yet. And the way to do that is to add the logainm reference number to OpenStreetMap. It still finds it on OpenStreetMap, and it has some information so that it's in the electoral division of Shankill, but it doesn't have the civil parish. And it has more information here. So I've started doing this for County Kilkenny, which needs a lot of work. And I've made an overpass-turbo query, which I will link in the video description. So if you want to work on a different county, you can do that. I will work on Kilkenny, so we don't get editing conflicts. So it searches within County Kilkenny, and it searches for nodes, ways and relations. I could change that to relation only. With the admin level 10, which is the admin level for Townland, and this bit here means for everything that does not have the logainm reference number. And I run this, and it's 2 megabytes. I did say it was a lot. And that's the result. So there are 264 townlands in County Kilkenny which don't have that information. So we'll choose a random one, and I'll show you how to do that. For example, Kilmogar. So I would recommend typing as little as possible to avoid spelling mistakes. So just work with copy and paste. I think that's the safest thing to do. Oh, sorry. I should highlight the name, Kilmagar, and copy that, and then go to logainm.ie and paste it there, and it should come up. I will show you an example where it doesn't come up. Sometimes you'll have more than one. Sometimes it might have an upper and a lower and a north, south, west, east or whatever. More and big, but try to only look for the one that you're looking for. And then you could still get a whole list of townlands if it's something like Newtown or something like that, or Knockrow, or one of those very common townland names. We're lucky with Kilmagar because there's only the one. You can filter it by county, so just highlight the county that you're working on and then still try to find the right one. It's good to search for the shape of the townland, so you see the shape here and you just compare it to the shape here, and that's the same shape. So you know that should be the one, and you just click on that, and that opens the data page for Kilmagar Townland. And then go back to your overpass and click on the townland and hit the little pencil here to open that relation in the ID editor. And I'm only working with the ID editor because it's the easiest to do for beginners. You don't have to touch anything on the map itself. Just go over to the left. I'll try to make that a bit bigger. And apart from adding the logainm reference number, also add the Irish name, which also means you have to add you should add the English name. We'll start with that because we've already copied that. So you just type in name:"en and paste whatever you have there. And then add a new line, name:"ga, and go to logainm and copy whatever is here. Make sure it says townland here and not civil parish or barony or whatever. copy that and paste that there. And that will add here, that will add the Irish name in brackets eventually. And then you go back to your ID editor and add a new line, logainm reference, and go back to logainm and take the 5, I think it's usually 5-digit number in the address. It's probably somewhere else as well. I'm not sure. Well, it's down here, but you have to extract it from the link, or you can take it from the API link. But the easiest is just copy it from here, and remember I said copy, do not type it. Paste that there, and then save that. Added name GA, added logainm reference number, and I've also added the hashtag Townlands, and as a source, logainm.ie, and upload. You won't see the change immediately on Townlands.ie. It'll take a day at least, but at least you've made a good contribution. And then you can close that tab in the ID editor and go back to your overpass-turbo query and go to the next Townland. I will show you one where it shouldn't come up immediately, if I can remember which ones didn't. Yeah. So this one here, I tried this earlier. Foilalator or something. Again, copy the name, go to logainm, either click on the search at the top or go back, which also brings you to the search, and paste that and search, and you see there's no results, but it'll give you a similar place name. So probably whoever worked on that Townland when they were doing the Townlands project made a typo, which could be, I mean, we're only human, so that can just happen. Or maybe sometimes they misread a letter or two from the British War Office map, which was the source for the Townlands project. So I would recommend you open that Townland in the ID editor, and that's why I had the British War Office map in the background layer already. But just in case, we'll compare the shape. So this is the shape on OpenStreetMap. And if I click on this similar suggestion, it does look fairly similar in the shape. So that is probably the one. And we just check the spelling here, foilalator. Foilalator. So they just foilalator. That is what it says there, isn't it? Oh no, there's an extra E there. So that's the mistake. So we won't go in there, we'll just copy what's here. The English name. Add the name : en. Paste that. Add name : ga. Copy that. Paste that, and then the logainm reference number, which is this one up here, and paste that and save. It should remember the change set comments from the last time you did it, and sometimes it even remembers your source. And upload that, and that's the next one done. And once it's saved, we can close that again. If you want to run the overpass again, remember we did Kilmagar earlier. It might be, if I run this again, it might not show it now because it's already done. It takes a couple of minutes. Yeah, so it was here earlier and it's gone now. Just to show you a different county, let's say Carlow. So in Carlow there's only 21 to do, whereas in Kilkenny there were over 200. I haven't tried all the counties, I've only tried these two. So it'll be a surprise if you live in Cork or somewhere. I'm sure there's a lot in Cork because it's a big county. So that's all I wanted to show you. I hope it'll give you an inspiration to do something over the holidays if you have nothing better to do. And it'll be of use for someone using Townlands.ie. Thanks very much for watching, and I shall see you soon again. Slán go fóill.